Hi everyone, Sandra Vale here at Homesteading Ways, and today I'm going to show you how I make my homemade yogurt. I did have another video on it, but I really didn't like it, the way the camera worked and everything, so I just wanted to redo that video. And the first thing we're going to do is get our crock pot set to low, and then we're going to move on over to the stove and I'll show you what we do next. Okay, we're at the stove here, and the two ingredients you're going to need for your yogurt is milk, preferably whole milk, and yogurt. This is 6 ounces. You need anywhere from like a quarter of a cup to a half a cup of plain or vanilla flavored yogurt. Now, in the future, from now on, when you're making your own yogurt, you can just save some of it for your next batch. But to start off, you're probably going to have to get a commercial brand. And for now, we're going to pour 2 quarts of milk into our pot. And this is going to make 2 quarts of yogurt, so you can probably cut this in half if you want to. And we're just going to put it on the heat now. We're going to get it warmed up to the stage just before scalding. You're going to stir it just a little bit here and there to make sure it doesn't stick on the bottom or scorch. If you have a candy thermometer, which I do right over here, this will come in handy. You want your milk at, I'd say, about between 185 and 190. But for everybody who doesn't have a thermometer, you're going to want the little bubbles to start just on the edge. And when we get to that point, I'll come back. But for now, just get your milk heated up, and like I said, stir it a little bit here and there just to keep it going, not getting stuck. Okay, see your milk here? See the bubbles in there? That's how hot you want it. If you have your thermometer in there, which I did, you want it between like 185 and 190. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take this off of here, put it on the countertop, and let it cool down to about 115 or so, I'd say. Or if you're like me, you're too impatient to wait with it on the counter, so I'll go ahead and put it in a sink full of cold water and let it cool down that way. But keep a good eye on the temperature. Now, if you don't have a thermometer, one way you can test if the milk's cooled enough is just put your little pinky finger in there for about 10 seconds, and if it feels really warm but not hot, then the temperature is just about right. So I'm going to wait till we get to that point, and then I'll be right back. Okay, now once your milk is down to the temperature you want it at, go ahead and take about a cup of milk out of there, pour it into a bowl with your yogurt. Now you can use the entire container of yogurt, or you can use most of it and leave a little bit sit out like I do, because then you can use it as a really wonderful face mask. Put that little bit all over your face, go read a book for 20 minutes, you'll feel wonderful after that. But anyhow, we're going to mix this in. See, really just looks like a little bit thicker milk. Just make sure it's completely incorporated, like no chunks. There we go. Looks like a beautiful snow white kind of thick milk. And then go ahead and mix that in here. Knead it thoroughly in there. And now we're going to pour all this into our crock pot. Okay, we're getting this all in there. Go ahead and put the lid back on, but turn the crock pot off. Now the next thing you're going to do is put a blanket over it all. Not a blanket, holy moly, a towel. If you have a really, really warm kitchen, like it's summertime, then you don't really need to do this. But if it's winter or you have the air conditioning on like I do, go ahead and cover that up. Now you're going to let this sit for 10 to 12 hours. That's why a lot of times when I make yogurt, I'll do it at night and then pick it up the next day. Well, I just kind of switched it around. Today I'm starting first thing in the morning, and I'm going to finish up tonight. So when that 10-12 hours is up, I'll be right back here. Okay, it's been 12 hours, so we're going to take the towel off and see how it turned out. And it looks really good. This is the consistency of it now. What you're going to do, you can stir it up if you want. You don't have to though. What you're going to do is take this whole thing out here, put your lid back on, and you're going to put it in the fridge and let it chill for, oh, I'd say 2 or 3 hours, and it will thicken even further when you do that. And after it's chilled, that's when you're going to want to add any of your honey or sugar or fruit, whatever you plan on adding to this. I'm going to put in some vanilla, and then I'm going to add some honey, and I'm not sure what kind of fruit yet. And take a little bit out when it's in this state, so you can use that for your next batch. Also, if you're looking to make a thicker yogurt, like a Greek yogurt, you can take this and pour it into a colander that's been lined with cheesecloth and set it in the fridge inside of a bowl for, I'd say, 2 to 3 hours, no longer than 3 hours. And then when you pull it out, there will be whey in that bowl, and then in the colander will be a nice thick Greek style yogurt. So that's all there is to making your own homemade yogurt. You can save a lot of money. It really doesn't take that much time, you know, especially if you're doing this overnight. Do it on the weekends or something. But anyhow, thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Comment, subscribe. That would be awesome. It was nice talking to you, and you take care.